right now, basically. So I'll share my screen, and then we can jump in and see this game and see a little bit of what's going on. It is not on Classroom yet, but it will be on Classroom as we get to the end of class. So don't look for it on Classroom right now because it's not there yet. And you don't have to play along right now. Just kind of follow along and see what's happening so that you can get an idea of kind of how it works. And then as that goes, you can do that kind of as it happens. All right, so obviously you're going to want to put in a character name and pick some character for yourself. I don't know. I'll pick that guy with the big head. And then you choose one of your things, and then it's going to say, oh, did I not put the instructions on? Dang. I'm going to switch this so that I have the instructions on. Good. All right, sweet. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to work on putting together a law, kind of like we did when we did that reading where we did coming up with our own ideas for how to come up with compromise. You're going to do a very similar thing, except you have other, like the computer's going to do stuff for you. So what we got going on is then you choose one of these personal values. There's 6 of these personal values: liberty, equality, competition, cooperation, cost saving, and generosity, that are going to be like something that you're going to be thinking about as a representative when you're like choosing the things to do or not do on the laws. So if you want liberty, that means like people's freedom is going to be more important. Equality, people being treated equally. Competition, you want like people to be competing with each other, obviously. Cooperation, working together. Saving money is cost saving. And then generosity would be like, I'm okay with giving things away. Pick a political party, either Republican or Democrat. I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference other than just like that is kind of where you are as a thing. And then you pick one of these values that you are going to have to, when you're making decisions about what stuff to put into the law, you're always going to have to go with those. So I'll go with like maybe, we'll say competition. Then you get to pick your state. You don't have to pick Wisconsin, but I'm going to pick Wisconsin just because we're there. And it gives you the map of the 8 districts in Congress that Wisconsin has. I originally grew up here. We all right now are in the 4th congressional district. I'll go with the one that I grew up in up there, the 8th congressional district in Wisconsin. So then it tells you, all right, good, you're representing that. You got to pass some law. And so what you do is you get a bunch of letters from people that are in your district. Starts with an idea, right? And all these letters have some problem that they want to talk about. They're like, all right, this one, they're very concerned about the youth of the people. Lots of people are sick. Kids are afraid to walk home from school because of how unsafe it is. What should we do to keep our neighborhood safe? So you pick one of these that you like. Could be that one, could be one of these. I think we need stricter gun laws to keep people safe. All right, so we'll go with Sheila Chavez. She wants there to be stricter gun laws. What is Congress doing to do this? So if I say confirm, then it's going to take me to Congress, and I'm going to be working on a law to fix that. What's going to happen is you need the support of all these people. So right now, nobody's in favor of it. They're all on the no side. You want a majority at least to be on the yay side. And if you can, you want all the people there. So you need support from them. These are the Republicans, these are the Democrats, and these are those values that we looked at, what they're lining up and what they're making their decisions on. They're going to stand behind whether they think this is no or yes when you add one of these as a good thing or a bad thing. And then here's the possible amendments and the possible things that you're going to put into the bill. When you check one of these boxes, they'll show up here in the bill. When you change things, people are going to move. And so we'll see that as it goes up on there. And if you try to do something that disagrees with your value, the one that I picked was competition. If it goes against competition, I won't be able to do it. To just kind of like reinforce that if you believe in something as a representative, you should do that. Then you want a majority of your party. I'm a Democrat, so I want the majority of the Democrats to be in on it. as well as all that. So if this is about gun laws, I get to look through all these different things, and here's recommendations for stuff that I could put in for gun laws. So I'm looking at giving local communities flexibility in deciding their own policies. Is that a good idea? Somebody, I think I guys have you all on mute. Let me change the management stuff here. You guys think it's a good idea, and you can unmute yourself and talk if you want to give communities their own idea. So like Milwaukee could have their own gun laws. Yeah?
No.
That's a horrible idea.
No.
Horrible idea?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Terrible idea.
That's a terrible idea. Okay. So we're not going to go with that one. But if we did, look, like some people that value liberty, some Republicans the Republicans and the Democrats, the one that value liberty and like giving freedom to people, they say, yeah, that's a great idea because they want the towns to be able to choose for themselves. I bet
they don't live in Milwaukee either.
Yeah, I think that's too much liberty. That sometimes we should limit people's liberty, and that's probably a good way to do it. Give more freedom to own guns because this will discourage people from using guns to hurt someone. Maybe. Well, let's see what happens, right? Again, that same group, the liberty people, like if any of that happens, then they're going to go for it. Here's the problem is there's a lot of people in that liberty category. And so 19% of the people are going to be in there. It's going to be hard to get this gun law passed without checking at least one of those boxes. That's the tough thing. What is this one? Equality, making things equal, require to pass a background check so people can buy a gun. Okay, that gets some people thinking. Require all people to have a government gun class. That same group of people. Run gun violence prevention programs. Yeah, see, that one gets a lot of people. And so, like, it makes sense, probably, run gun violence prevention programs for communities in need that can't afford them. It is probably a good idea to do that. And it gets 32% of people to say, yeah, we love this. It kind of kills two birds with one stone because it gets all the equality people. They're like, yeah, let's do it. And it gets all the generosity people. Yeah, let's do it. So I've only done one thing, and all of a sudden I have 32% of people supporting my thing. That's probably a good call. In competition, which is what I want, offer free hunting contests. All right, I like that personally, and I like that in the game. Have a competition for the best video to teach people the responsibilities of gun ownership. Check that out. I got another one where I've got people jumping, and I've got 44% of people saying, yeah, we like this. All right, cooperation. Give tax credits to gun clubs to encourage owners. Ooh, so I bet, I don't know for sure, but I bet I could get some people in the liberty side to be excited about that. No, maybe not. Turns out, who's that? Oh, the equality folks, they don't like that. All right, ask volunteers to teach on the proper way to handle a gun instead of the government doing that. Oh, the competition people don't like that. Create a website that allows police from different states to share. That's going to make your competition people not that happy, I bet. All right, so not a lot in cooperation that gets people on my side. So I'm probably not going to choose a whole lot of that stuff. Make stricter gun laws to get the bad guys to not have guns. Maybe. Ask volunteers to teach the proper way to do things instead of the government. Yeah, that gets the competition people out of there again. Create a website that allows people in different states. That doesn't change much. And then generosity, tax credits we already saw, provide money to create. All right, so then here's what we find. If I try and do this as it is, am I going to get enough support to pass this bill?
No.
Yes or no? No. 44% will not be enough, which means I got to go back to these liberty people and I got to choose one of these options. If I want this bill to pass, I got to take one of these, which I don't love either of them, but I got to do it. Of these two, if it's let towns choose their own laws or give Americans more freedom to own guns because this will discourage people from using guns to hurt someone, which of those is probably the better option? What do you think?
The second one.
Probably the second one. If I pick the second one, All of a sudden I got 63% and I've got like more than enough, right? I'm not saving a lot of money. I'm not doing a whole lot of cooperation, but I do have all the votes that I need to get it going, right? So I can say pass this bill and it'll work. I'll go to committee. Let's say it passes. All right, everything looks good. Now, here's the thing though. I got to have the House and I got to have the Senate agree, and they got to work together and pass the same bill if we're going to send it to the president. So I got to work together on this issue. And now we're going to have to go back and forth between the House and the Senate and create the combined bill up here. That's going to be the combined one. As you meet requirements, here's the thing, is they're going to show up here in the top part certain things that you have to do to get the House on board with it, certain things that you have to do to get the Senate on board with it. Anything that's marked 2/3 with a majority vote is going to be unstoppable, because you will be able to what's called override a veto if the president decides they don't like it and they want to veto it. You can kind of look and see how it's going to work as you go through there. And then if you don't make it veto proof, the president still could veto it. If you do that, then you'll have to fix it and go through and do it one more time. So in the House of Representatives, they want at least 2 amendments from their side. They want to include the requirements marked with a star. So these 2, like basically, you have to do these 2 to get them to do it. And you get a 2/3 bonus by promoting the value of equality. So if you can get equality, if you can get all 3, then you can get this to be like veto proof for them. So they want the more freedom one they want to have, the video competition they want to have for sure. In this one, we'll go through and say like it's gotta promote equality for one of these. Well, this one promoted equality. So if we check that one, it checks like everything. So if we pass the House version of the bill and we give them everything that they want, then like everything is pretty good, except they want this one also. They want a website that allows police from different states to share information. Ready to be signed. I have enough to override a veto. That sounds pretty good. I think we are all set. So I can go, all right, send to the president's desk. Booyah, the president signs it. And here we go. I played for 11 minutes. I got 1,000 impact points. Things go pretty well. My personal value was competition. That was good. The people that supported the bill were right there. I got 63% support. And could we override a veto? Did we have to override a veto? No, we didn't. And so what you're going to do is you're going to play through this game just like I did, and then take a screenshot and upload that on the assignment, which is coming up on Classroom right now, which means technically you kind of have 2 things to do. But like it's playing a game, so I don't really feel that bad about it. It's assigned right there now. So if you did your project proposal already, cool. You only have the one thing to do. If you did not do your project proposal yet, you still got to do that. That's right here. And so like in first hour, 5 guys still got to do their project proposal, and you got to jump on and do that. Cam, what's up, man?
Okay, so how many points should we be around?
That's a good question. To be honest with you, don't know the exact I don't know the exact total. I'm assuming that it's 1,000, but I do not know for sure what the like total is. Do the best you can. Obviously, like hopefully we hope that we can get a law to pass and we can get one like through the whole way. So mess around with it and see. Don't worry about like how many points you have on there. Just do your best playing through, and then we'll get points based on like, did you submit it? Did you do everything you need to do? Not how well did you do passing the actual law. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Other questions or concerns about what to do or how to do it today? I saw that there were a handful of people who already did get their stuff turned in. If you did that, good. Then I'm not talking to you right now. But if you haven't done that yet, make sure you jump in and you talk about it. Cardi, I'm noticing that, so there were 3 questions up in there. The question was, what's your idea? Why did you choose it? And what's your basic plan for what you're going to do? You just said cartoon. Okay, that's good. You answered the first one, but then you got to go back in there, Cardi, and you got to answer, why did you pick a cartoon? And what's your plan? So like, Keon said, I'm doing a cartoon on a Google slide. I chose this because I've never made a cartoon on Google Slides, so he wants to kind of like do it. I want to have some fun messing around with like figuring out how to go through and do that. Good. Joseph Perry said, I want to do a song because I'm good at making lyrics and it'll be easy. My basic plan, yeah, work ahead of time and plan it out. That's a good idea, Joe. So you can like start rolling on what's your song that's going to teach somebody about the amendments. Kalijah said he wants to make a story. He seems like thinks that'd be the best one. My plan is to kind of, work and get it done. Cool. Dre, I see you're unmuted. You got a question?
I ain't trying to. My bad.
Oh, no sweat. Cam, what's up?
Okay, so how do we get in again? I forgot. Do we like log in, register, or just put no thanks?
For the game, you can click no thanks.
Yeah.
You don't have to register. If you want to, cool. If you did in the fall when we were playing that other game and you want to log into your same account, cool. You don't have to though. All I care about is when you get to here, you take a screenshot and then you upload that screenshot on the assignment right here. You would go on and you would attach your screenshot right on there like we've done with a lot of other assignments. All right. Other questions or concerns? If you have them, get them out there. Otherwise, I'm going to set you guys free because that link is up there on the assignment on Classroom. And so everybody can go right to that assignment and you should be able to click the link right through there, play through and put your screenshot on. It took me 11 minutes while I was doing it in there, which means if you went fast, you could probably have it done before your next class. Remember, that is due, and also you have your project proposal if you have not done your project proposal. So if you need to do the project proposal, do that first. And also, we're going to talk about those tomorrow and get some like feedback for you so that you can start moving with those. Otherwise, jump into LawCraft, play that through once, and put a screenshot on Classroom. If you got questions or concerns, stick around. Otherwise, I'm going to stop sharing my screen.